Good afternoon. Welcome along to day 3, round 2 of the London Squash Classic 2025, presented by Bassim Haidar. It's a gold event on the PSA Squash Tour, the start of a brand new season, the start of the 2025-2026 season. And for the players, the journey starts right here at Alexandra Palace in the north of London. Margot Patalcha and Lisa Aiken are in the studio alongside me here today to preview the 8 matches that we've got coming up for you. 2 sessions of 4. That's how the day's divided and split up. But first of all, let's reflect on yesterday, day 2. It was also round 2, top half of the draw. How did you find it, your first day in the SQUASHTV environment?
Hi Michael, hi Lisa. It's great being here again. I really enjoyed yesterday, so I will do the same today.
What was your highlight of the day? Because you coming in new, coming in fresh, you're obviously a seasoned professional at a junior level. What were your takeaways from your experience?
I think it's amazing all the work that is behind the cameras and all the work that you are doing just to bring the squash and all the players, what the players are doing, bring them at home. That I think is an amazing work. So congrats to all the team behind this PSA and SQUASHTV.
We haven't won the trophy yet. We've got to, it's early days. Lisa, you're obviously a bit more of a seasoned pro. You've been on several tours as a commentator, as a presenter, and as a player as well. So, what have you made at the start of this season?
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, yesterday I was very excited. I've been told by my mum that I was speaking far too fast, so my excitement levels were very high. I'm so happy to be back here. I'm ecstatic that the season has started. It's been a long summer, but also a short summer at the same time. It's been great to see the top seeds come out here yesterday. Everyone's looking fresh. Everyone's got that hunger back. Squash was phenomenal. Mohamed ElShorbagy yesterday was an absolute joke. Day 2 here at Alexandra Palace, and let's go.
Let's go. Day 3. Let's reflect on Joel Makin's win first of all yesterday. The British #1 is safely through to the quarter-final stages. He's our #3 seed this week in London, and he took out Miguel Rodriguez yesterday, Lisa.
Yeah, he did. I absolutely loved this performance from Joel Makin. Knew that he was going to come out. He wanted to kind of set the season strong. He did that last week. He played the British Nationals, took the title there, had some great performances. It was important for him to get that glass court time, to get those matches in the bank and kind of piece together the summer's training. It's difficult when you're working on so many different things and then all of a sudden the season starts and you're trying to piece it together. But you could see, Margot, couldn't you, that just despite whatever Miguel Rodriguez had to throw at Makin, he was going to stay disciplined and keep that structure.
I'm so envy. I'm the same age of Miguel Angel Rodriguez. I'm going to say it in proper Spanish accent.
You say it so much better. Say it again.
Miguel Angel Rodriguez.
That's much better.
I know my British accent is not so good, but the Spanish one is working better.
It's very good.
I have to say that it's amazing how Miguel Angel Rodriguez is moving inside the court. So, and I had a quick chat with him after the match, and he told me that he's feeling fine. He's feeling great. So probably we are going to have Miguel Angel Rodriguez for a long time.
Yeah, I think we will. I had the pleasure of being in Florida with him training this summer, and he trains really well. He moves around the court just like he does in practice. He leaves it all out there every single session. There's no real issues there, and he's just as fresh in the head as well. So I do think this could be his last season, though, but I don't know. Just speculating.
All right. Let's stay with the Welsh theme. Tesni Murphy, also a winner yesterday, flying the flag for Wales. What a match as well, and what a result this. She took out Fairuz Abdelkader, the #7 seed, backing up her win at the British Open, British Nationals, I should say. A 3rd British Nationals for Tesni Murphy, and another staggering performance yesterday.
Yeah, this was going to be an interesting clash, actually. On paper, of course, Abdelkader, the youngster, the higher-ranked seed, that never played on the PSA World Tour before. It was a little bit of a clash of styles. You've got both players that are very skillful, very deceptive. Abdelkader that likes to be a bit more aggressive with that, but then you cannot take away the experience that Tesni Murphy has, and she brought that out at the right times. 9-all. Just the rally before this one there, she hit a shot down the middle, and that at 9-all in the second game, it's so important to bring out all that experience that you've got.
I agree completely. We saw a great start of the Egyptian, but how difficult it is to manage the most important points during the whole match. And we could see the experience of Murphy, and he won finally the
But it's going to be a good season for Abelkir. She's clearly done the work. As we've said, she's a young, promising talent, and she's got a big future ahead of her, doesn't she?
Yes, I think we have some very young and promising players on tour that definitely they have to learn how to manage all the power they have, all the energy, all the way that they are able to reach all the corners of the court, and then mentally, of course, how to read the match and have to end up in the good way.
Awesome stuff. You guys are heading off to the commentary box because I know you're doing this first match, Sabrina Sobey against Amina Orfi. In the meantime, I caught up with Tesni Murphy earlier this morning. Tesni, congratulations yesterday on that fabulous win against Fairuz, taking out the number 7 seed.
Yeah.
Must be feeling pretty good coming into this. You're carrying this amazing momentum. Maybe talk to us a bit about where that's come from.
I don't know. I had a really good pre-season, so that was good. I had like a mixture of good on-court training, good off-court training, a good amount of downtime as well. So I just felt really relaxed coming into it. My body feels good, which is also a bonus. Haven't got any injuries, so last week was great, and then I carried it into yesterday, so it was pretty good. It was special.
Your third British Nationals Championship, that's pretty amazing stuff. That must feel pretty good too.
It's nice. Yeah, it's really nice, and it's more, you get the trophy and you look at the names that go on that trophy and you just feel like, oh my God, wow. I didn't honestly think when I first started win 1, so now to have 3 feels really good, and yeah, just to match some of those names on there it's like a very prestigious event over here.
So you've been out for a hit this morning.
Yes.
What's the importance of a hit for a player ahead of playing in the afternoon or evening sessions?
It's really important for like many reasons. I think physically it's good, get your body going, get moving. Like if anyone's like me, I'm stiff when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, oh. So that, and just mentally move about, have a good sweat, and just get all your nerves out and all your adrenaline that you know you're going to have at some point. It's really good just to burn some energy. I think if you just sit around all day, you just feel pretty rubbish. So you'll notice, I think 95% of the people will hit in the morning because they need that escape, I think.
Then what's the rest of the shape of the day for an athlete?
It's pretty boring, actually. It's like nothing really. Like we'll go back to wherever we stay, food, and literally just rest. Like I wouldn't do anything. I might maybe go for a walk to get some lunch, but normally we just order so I don't have to go out, chill and just catch up on some TV or read or something like that. And
you've got quite a cushy setup here for this tournament. You're, I believe, sharing sort of like an Airbnb type place with a few of the other players. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's cool. Like we've got some nice friendships on tour at the minute. Me, Tina and Holly have got an Airbnb just down the road, and we've got like a nice house where we can chill out, do our washing, which is really important, and cook and have our own space. So that's really nice, not to be stuck and trapped in a hotel room.
So, I mean, does that get sort of a bit mundane? Obviously, travelling the world sounds like a dream to anyone watching, but the repetition of different hotel, different country, different city.
Yeah, it's quite boring. Like I think people at home, they're like, oh, this is amazing, and it's like it is, but it's just, as you said, hotel to hotel, and then you're trapped in one space. So you spend all day in your room, and then you got to try and sleep in that room, and it's really difficult. You would never do that at home. So yeah, when we can have the chance of booking a house or an Airbnb or an apartment where we can have each have our own space, so you don't have to share a room with another player, I think that's also really important too.
So Satomi Watanabe next for you in the tournament, and how do you prepare for that one? We'll see you in action tomorrow in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, I mean, exciting. We train together quite a lot at Roehampton, so not that too far away. We have the same coach and the same training setup, so it'll be nice. Like we get on really well. She's amazing. She's been playing really well, but I'll definitely be getting stuck in and hopefully make it a good match.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tesni Murphy on great form. Satomi Watanabe tomorrow in the quarterfinals for her. Joey, she had a great match yesterday. Just your thoughts on Tez's performance?
Yeah, no, definitely best of 3 format suits her at this stage of her career, and coming against someone as dangerous as Abelkir, it was really important for her, just rolling that tide of confidence after winning the Nationals for the 3rd time.
Yeah, PJ's with us here as well to reflect on yesterday and look forward to some of the matches today. What do you make of Tesni Murphy there?
I watched actually Tez as a junior. I used to take a group of young players across to play the European tournaments from the US over to Germany and Holland, and I saw Tesni play as a 15, 16-year-old, and you could see the ability and the talents. It was just a case of whether she was going to take it seriously enough. The game came quite easy to her. but as soon as she became a bit more professional about it, it's great to see her playing this level of squash, because she's great. She is such a good character and a much needed part on the tour.
Hear the crowd getting revved up behind us. Tom Bushell getting them all worked up into a frenzy. We get going live with Sabrina Sobey against Amina Orfi, 1 p.m, so not long to wait. Nele Gilis struggling with form yesterday, and she lost the first game in her match, the number 8 seed, but she then did bounce back from that.
She did, Michael, but the first game from Grace Gear was superb. She's now working with Nick Matthew. She's improved a lot in the summer, and she took it to her. She's showing good form herself there.
Will she be disappointed that she didn't sort of go on and win that game, Grace?
I think so. I mean, she's took out Hannah Moataz. I mean, it's a step up against Nele Gilis, but I mean, Pete, you've got some thoughts on Nele as well.
Yeah, I thought the best of 3 format doesn't always suit Nele, but when the game started to get a little bit more physical, a bit more attritional, that's when she came into her own. But back to Joey's point, she's recently been working with Nick Matthew as Grace, and it's interesting to see how the dynamics between coach and players unfold. Sometimes it can be an instant reaction, other times it can take a little while to filter into their game, but it seems pretty much instant from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, Nele Gilis will have to up it against obviously Weaver. That's going to be a tough call for at the best of 3 once again. You know, this is a format that doesn't necessarily suit her, but she's getting more experience at it, and she can throw everything at Weaver.
How important are your relationships with your team, as the players refer to it? So that can be anyone from the physio to people that are coaching, but there are so many relationships to manage for these players. How do they go about doing that and sort of keeping things calm and progressing and evolving?
I mean, it's not something that I think Joey and I had the luxury of when we were playing on tour.
What about your dentist? I mean, that was an important part of your
that
career.
That was in the latter stages, purely for cosmetic reasons, obviously. But I think what's so important for these players now, they just want to go out onto the court and play. They want everything kind of externally to be dealt with, and they literally want to go on, focus on the game in hand, and that's when they get their best performances.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's there's a mix. Not all players have that luxury anyway, and I mean, if they have, then they've got to make the most of it. It seems to be working for the ones that do have their teams, i.e. Weaver.
Mohamed ElShorbagy, possibly an example of that, with Marwan ElShorbagy helping him out in his corner yesterday. He overcame Jonah Bryant in his match to progress through to the quarter-final stages of this year's London Squash Classic 2025. Talk us through his game and his game plan. He seems to be on quite good form, Joey.
Yeah, he was brilliant. The way he came in, he was incredibly level-headed for Mohamed. He had his plan in place. He took time over the accuracy, and he controlled the pace of the game. Didn't let the youngster come out at him to try and make it more physical. I mean, it was a masterclass, and it was wonderful to see him play in that way, and particularly against a future star from England.
We're seeing that a little bit more with Shorbagy's kind of the latter stages of his career as well, Joey, aren't we? Since he's kind of hit 30, he physically, previously, he was renowned for that kind of relentless pace.
Power.
But now he's a lot more controlled, a lot more calculated, and for me that's one of the reasons why we're still seeing him play at this level, at this late stage.
Yeah, it was a bit of a lesson. It was a really good lesson for Jonah Bryant, and he'll learn a massive amount and get better from that. But it was a real lesson on how to control pace, vary the pace, make it awkward for somebody that thinks they know your game.
Yeah, in his post-match interview, he described Jonah though as sort of the future of the sport, the future of England squash. So I guess he's sort of got a soft spot for him as well, for his opponent yesterday.
No, definitely. I mean, Mohamed's come in, he changing from Egypt to England. It's a mentor role as well. He's been mentoring some of the younger players. We haven't got many, and Jonah Bryant is the one. So we're putting all our eggs in one basket. Hopefully Sam Todd can get into it as well. You've got the Maliks as well. So there's a lot to make up. But from that point of view, Mohamed's going to be in full support, Jonah Bryant.
PJ, anything else to add to that on Mohamed ElShorbagy before we hop off and over onto Squash TV?
It's great to see him out there still battling away, and I think he's got a real kind of bee in his bonnet. He loves to extend himself further into these events. He's got a point to prove, and he'll be as stubborn as always, and let's hopefully see more of him in this event.
Yeah, and he's definitely not retiring. That's what he said yesterday. Yet. Now we're going to switch over to Squash TV. If you want to get your subscription, squash.tv. It's a very complicated website. Tap it in and come and join us over on Squash TV. We will see you there for all the live action from today.